Welcome back to my channel. I'm Zipporah the Luxe Angel, and today I am back with another tarot card reading. Please remember that these readings are timeless, general, and for entertainment purposes only. That means only listen to what directly applies to your personal situation, leave the rest for someone else, and by all means, please contact licensed professionals and/or the proper authorities regarding any mental, medical, legal, or financial emergencies and/or crises. That being said, let us begin. First things first, the handbag of the day is my beautiful Givenchy Voyou, and she will serve as the vision board inspiration for all you abundance manifestors out there. If you'd like to see me styling my luxury capsule collection, you can check out the playlist I have here on YouTube called Battle of the Bags. All right, let us begin. I'm going to start by choosing a deck for this reading. I'm going to go with The Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. And I am going to shuffle. If you don't want to stay through the shuffling, I'll have the timestamp listed in the description box for you below. All right, Spirit, please and thank you. Collective energy. What messages do we have for the collective? Please and thank you, Spirit. Collective energy. Please and thank you, Spirit. Collective energy, 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 please and thank you, Spirit. All right, let's just do one more. All right, let us begin. All right, we're starting off with the Queen of Wands. All right, vivacious, passionate leader, beautiful feminine energy. A sexy, hot energy. What are we doing here? Give me more about this Queen of Wands. Oh, and the Five of Cups. Beautiful, feminine, vivacious energy, leadership energy, but sad about something. Let's get some more here. About a magician. Lord Jesus, here we go. About a trickster type energy, a liar energy, a fraud energy. And the moon, a magician and the moon. Oh, hell no. I see why. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know. The magician and the moon, lies, deceit, hiding things. I am so sorry. I understand. Woo, woo, woo. All right. So what else do we need to know about this, Spirit? What else do we need to know? We have a Six of Swords. I'm happy to see that. The Queen of Wands is moving on, moving forward, picking up the pieces. Oh. We have a King of Wands. All right, so we have a counterpart here. I don't know if this is the magician, whatever. We'll see. We have a King of Wands. It looks like the King of Wands is sad that the Queen of Wands is moving on. Is this magician someone else? This magician and the moon energy? We got a Queen of Wands sad, picking up the pieces, moving on, and a King of Wands who's sad about them moving on. Did this magician come in between them? Because I'm not seeing where these are the same energies. Let's keep going. We have the Eight of Cups. This magician. Where are they going? This magician must be an ex. Because they were having to walk away. This, okay, if you got some type of ex, they may have been spreading some lies behind the scenes after they left. Okay. They thought they would do some clever stuff. They were causing trouble behind the scenes. Now, in our community, you know, that could be actual craft work behind the scenes. They was upset, but a lot of the times in the regular, world, it's lies and gossip and talking crap and spreading rumors and things like that. This better not be what I think it is, because it's starting to feel that way, and this keeps coming up in the collective. It will not stop. But it's just like, I don't even know if I want to say it yet, but y'all's watching, so I'm getting my collective being this Queen of Wands energy, right? Sad having to pick up the pieces because this magician energy was hiding stuff, fraudulent, being a liar, right? But what I'm seeing here is like, whomever their friends are or their circle is, or at least one person in their circle is sad to see you go. They're sad to see you go because they're not going to see you anymore. It's like they know that if you broke up with this person and this is my homie, oh, you're out of my life too. You know, it's that kind of a thing. And clearly, I mean, look at this heart right there. They're sad to see you go. Wow. All right. What else, Spirit? We have the Four of Wands. Yeah, it looks like this magician was moving on, making a home with somebody else. Queen of Wands, what the hell? Like, you may be feeling the energy of others right now with this Five of Cups and this moon. You might be feeling these people in your energy. They're both moving on and, you know, trying to move on with other people. The magician, though, energy is doing it for manipulation. It's like, oh, let me find my next victim. It's like, let me find the next person, you know, so I look like, you know, I'm okay. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm out of a relationship. Let me get to the next one. So, you know, whatever. But this King of Wands is sad to have to move on. But they're trying to do it anyway because they're like, well, what else can I do? Like, you know, this is, you know, I'm friends with this person and I'm going to have to just go and be friends with this person, and I'll never see collective again because they're no longer in the group, you know. We have a Four of Pentacles. But I'm happy to see you stabilizing yourself, collective. That's what I'm seeing here. You moving on, moving forward, and stabilizing yourself. Getting yourself balanced. And also just taking the time to be to yourself and heal. There's like longing. And this is what I'm saying. In the collective, if y'all ever leave y'all's exes, like their friend groups be out here secretly longing for you. That's all they can think about. Knight of Swords. They're thinking about who's loving you. Who are you about to like solidify with? Like, where are you going? And who you gonna be with? And that's like a miserable existence. Like, maybe they need to come forward and say something. I don't know. We have a Page of Pentacles. Let me get the final card here. This magician is getting on my nerves, though. I'm going to tell you that for free. Like, what you doing with this Page of Pentacles? Like, what are you paying for? Like, what are you doing? Better not be anything nefarious. It better not be anything nefarious. We have the Empress. Oh, they're trying to get somebody else pregnant to make you upset. So this must be fresh. This person is about to move in with somebody else and they are about to get somebody pregnant, or they're already pregnant, or this could have happened and this is why you're sad. But this person, they don't even, I'm not getting where they love this person or anything. They're just moving on. This is total narc vibes. This always gonna come up in the collective because when you have highly empathic people, you know, we attract the narcs, or the narc-ish. Again, we can't diagnose, but we know what it is. But yeah, they secretly they're getting somebody, they're moving in with somebody. You may have not known this, maybe you did, but they plan to do this, and it's almost just like they wanted to do this to put on a show for you. You know, like they're trying to look like they're stabilizing their lives before you. So where you're taking the time to heal, stabilize yourself, you're still actually healing and moving on because you actually have feelings. Okay, not some sociopath like this magician looks to be. You're taking your time. But I'm seeing where you already have a counterpart here, and they may come forward and say something with this Knight of Swords. Because they're sad without you. They're sad without you. What do we have here? We have the Nine of Wands. Take heart. Take heart. Strength. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, huh? Ooh. Yeah. This King of Wands may come forward and speak because they're heartbroken to see you go. They really are. They clearly have held a flame for you this whole time. Maybe y'all held a flame for each other. Like, just like, look at these King and Queen of Wands. Like, she's literally holding a flame to the heart. And right, you see what I'm saying? That's not fake. I don't know when it is y'all found out about this. Maybe you didn't know about it. Because you're just moving on and stabilizing your life. This person is sad without you. To imagine a life without you where they're just going off with their buddy and being friends with them and then having to create a life with somebody else just feels wrong to them. It just feels wrong. They don't want to have to do that. So I'm seeing them getting the courage to come forward to you and try to balance this out, see how they can be friends with this person and also still pursue you, but they're willing to deal with the conflict that will come with that. They're strengthening themselves to be able to do that with this Nine of Wands, Knight of Wands. Okay, and they're going to try to balance this with this Two of Pentacles and like, I want to be friends to you, but I have feelings for this person. But they're willing to deal with the fight of it all. They're willing to balance a relationship with you and balance the fight that might ensue with this Five of Wands. This Magician energy, also if you're having some sort of a breakup, or if you're, let's just say you've already moved on, like you and this King of Wands, it could be anybody, it doesn't have to be anybody this your ex knows, right? Let's say you've already moved on. If you are having any type of issues in your relationship, it is because this is for some of you, not all of you. Magician energy is throwing energy or energetic warfare towards your relationships to make them bust up because they're just so narcissistic that all they care about is looking like the better person, looking like the person who won when it's not a competition to win. So they could be trying to throw energy at your person to make that person move on, to make that person leave you. And that way they'll be like the ones who, oh, I started a family. I'm good. I have my new person and we're together and we live together. I have a new family. And they like, remember when I said who are they paying with this Page of Pentacles? They get on my nerves. Like they could be trying to pay for spell work to make it to where if whoever that you could be with or would be with would go away so that they could look like the victorious one. And that's all it's about. That is all it's about. Whomever comes into their life, they don't even care about them. They're just going to snatch onto the next suitable partner so they can look like, oh, I won the breakup. It is so pathetic. So Spirit wants you to take heart. And if you are with someone already, it's like stay strong through these struggles because they're not, I don't want to say they're not real, but they're not real. They're like little issues being caused from outside forces and creating challenges. And especially if this was somebody that your ex knew, they would be more susceptible to the attacks because they already would have felt a little bit conflicted about the fact that they had to, you know, juggle in the first place. And by juggle, I mean their friendship with, the person that they love. So they're more susceptible to lower vibrational feelings about it and thought patterns about it. So it's like you have to have some patience, right? With this 9 of Wands card, like have some patience and some strength through these trials and tests. That's what they are. And it will end up strengthening you all in the end. So that's the backfire that's going to happen for this Magician energy, is that this is going to end up strengthening you all's relationship and making it more successful. But you just might be going through it right now. And that's part of the sadness that is involved with this 5 of Cups up here. So if you are feeling like, oh, I got to walk away from somebody I care about because we're having trouble and things like that, just make sure you pray about it, talk to Spirit about it, and trust your intuition and your guidance, because it could just be because of energetic manipulation and warfare. So if it's minute things that are just seeming to be bigger, like making a mountain out of a molehill, just know, like when you feel that, just be like, this is not even our energy. Let me let this go. Let me let this go. You're going to have to be the clear-headed one moving forward and solidifying with your new partner through all of that, because your new partner is going to be whoever it is, even if they're not the friend of this ex or a friend of this ex or an associate, whomever. They cannot know each other at all, but whomever your new person is, it's like you're going to have to be patient with them because they are more susceptible to these energies that are being thrown, because they just might not be the intuitive one, right? All right. Let me see. Let me get some oracle cards with this one. And I'm thinking I'm going to go with The Oracle of Shadows and Light by Lucy Cavendish. But I am seeing you're just at the beginning of your healing and you're already making progress, and you're going to continue to do that. Just continue to move forward with that at least. Your mind is clear and alert. And make sure that it is. This is all about protecting your new relationship. However you all do that. It might be through, not necessarily blasting it online, or however you guys do that. It'll be different for all of you, but also be mindful and maybe have grace. You're going to want to give olive branches to your partner more often than not, because y'all are going through energetic warfare. It is for sure. Because this magician, this trickster type ex, will stop at nothing to look like the more successful party. And if they think that success is jumping into a relationship, getting the person, starting a family with this person, well, they may have another thing coming. That's been coming up in the collective a lot too. See, shallow grave, you miss someone. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you're still healing from this relationship for sure. And see, that's why y'all are both susceptible. Whomever you're with right now, you're probably with your counterpart right now, and y'all truly are counterparts, but y'all are going through it right now. And it is because you're still transforming from this ex, like moving on. You're still in the process of healing from it. And this person is also susceptible for whatever they're going through, whatever, if it's, past memories, or if they, are leaving things behind in order to be with you. We have miracle. It's almost like y'all are going through grief as if it was a death. Like, if this truly was, like, let's say they are partners or friends or colleagues or something like that, it's like it's a death for that relationship for them. And so they do feel bad about it on some levels, or they see it like that way. Um, but they can alchemize that if they start to look at it in a whole nother way. And then you also are still feeling, the sadness of that ending. Could have been a marriage, yeah, for sure, with this Empress and this Four of Wands. Like, or just a long-term connection that y'all had. So give it time and give each other grace. And it also could be like, if you're with somebody new who didn't know your ex, they can just sense that you're still healing, and it might make them feel bad, like, oh, you still love that person, things like that, when really that's not even the case. You're just still healing, and healing takes time. Okay. So, hopefully y'all work through that. Just communicate with one another. Let them know, like, I have no interest in my ex. I'm just still hurting from the situation in general. It's hard when you've been with someone for so long and then it breaks up. It is almost like a death, like you go through a grieving stages. Um, so your partner's going to need to work to know that you love them, or you're with them, and that you're not checking for this ex. We have counter blessings. Exactly. Focus on the positives in your relationship. Pray over your relationship, please, because you have somebody out here trying to intentionally, mess things up spiritually or behind the scenes, or with gossip. They could be gossiping behind your back, like, oh, they still want me, but, I've moved on. I don't even want them, blah, blah, blah. And if your new person gets wind of any of that, they could start to question, well, is that true? And that's how it works, especially if you're still grieving. They might be like, dang, you are so messed up. You're still grieving. You're hurting from them. Oh, it must be true. You still love them. But really, it's not. It's just, this is a natural part of the process when you're breaking up with someone you really cared about for a long time. And we have a wonderful idea, the aha moment. See, I cannot stand this ex of yours. Oh my gosh, they think that this is a good idea when they really just need to count their blessings. Like, they just think the gears are turning. Like, look at all these gears, right? This is what they're doing. It's like, how can I make myself look like the good one? How can I mess up what they have? And they think their bright idea is to start a new family. That's what they want to do, to get back at you. And you may have, like, if y'all really were in a long-term commitment, you may have kids with this person, and they're like, oh, well, I'm moving in with my new person and we're getting pregnant and stuff. And you're like, oh, I wasn't ready for that. Like, I wasn't ready for that. Like, my kids are going to be like partially part-time living with somebody new. And that could be like kind of hurting you. Not because you want to be with this person, but just because it's like, oh, my family is changing so much. And you could just be sad about the way that it used to be. Like this, we all have these butterflies all around. And so if maybe you need clarity on that yourself as well, like maybe you were questioning, did I still have feelings for this person? No, it's just like you just might miss the way things used to be, especially if you've had children or anything like that with this person. At the bottom of the deck, we have, yeah, you see clearly. You see clearly, clairvoyance. So you already know what this person is trying to do. So trust your intuition. Your spirits might be telling you, hey, any problems you're having in your connection is because of this person and what they're doing behind the scenes. It's because they're running their mouth and gossiping, and it's getting back to your person. Hey, This person is just trying to get to you. They're trying to rub a new person in your face, rub a new family in your face. They're trying to start something else and have another, you know, person around your kids so that you feel left out. Your spirits are telling you these things. So whatever your spirits are telling you, trust them and listen to them, because that can help kind of like alchemize the emotional blows when you realize, oh, this is purposeful energy, and this is energy that's meant to be malicious. And you know what, just focus on your personal healing and count your blessings. Also, is like, even if your family is changing, look at the bright side, which is that you are out of a commitment with a terrible person, a very manipulative person, very highly manipulative, deceitful type person. And this is why they're even angry, because you're no longer under their control. But you escaped that. Yeah, see, glamour, intrigue, drama. Exactly. And this is all about people being in her energy just because of who she is. And that's what's happening to this new person. Your ex is all up in their energy just because they want, because this is I see just because they want to look better. So they might have gotten with somebody who might be like, well-to-do or well off, or looks nice, has a good career and all this kind of stuff, but they're only with that person to use them. This card is all about you being somebody who's being used, or people trying to be in your energy for what you can do for them. That's glamour, intrigue, drama, right? This is like Marie Antoinette and all the people who'd be around her just for how they can benefit off them. And this is why it says count your blessings, because do you want to be with that kind of person? This is what you escaped. Because quite frankly, remember I said a Queen of Wands? This is an attractive or sexy Queen of Wands. That's probably why they had you in the first place. Because you're a beautiful, vivacious spirit, and they only wanted you for how you made them look. And now they're doing that to a whole nother person, and Spirit is about to show you that. So don't feel guilty when you, or sad or low about yourself when you see your ex rolling around with another beautiful woman and starting a family. They're doing that because that's their MO. They do that to try to make themselves look good, because behind the scenes, they're a horrible person. And they're also trying to do it to make you feel away. So don't give them that satisfaction. And even with this, look, intoxication, distorted view. Exactly. Distorted view. They're trying to get into your head. So trust your intuition. Don't allow their projections and energy work to distort and cloud your mind about you have something beautiful. You have a counterpart where y'all are both passionate and feel love for one another. Focus on the beauty of that. If you do have kids, we have a 5 of Cups here. Don't focus on the relationship that left. Focus on the beauty of the fact that you and your children are stable and you're starting something beautiful and new. Like, try to look at all the positive things and stay focused on those things while you're going through your grieving process, because that's how you're going to move through this energy and alchemize it. See, what does it say there? Calm amid chaos. That's what you have to do. You have to calm your mind about this. Like, it's okay to start feeling feelings, but you have to know with this person is purposely trying to make you feel those feelings. It's like, oh, you want to leave me? You want to get away from me? I'm going to show you. And so they're doing everything they can to rub a new life in your face. That's what I am seeing here. They're doing everything they can to rub a new life in your face, and doing work to try to keep you single or keep anybody, you from solidifying something with anybody else. And they're doing that through your emotions and trying to make you feel sad about the past. You have to fight it. This is why we have the 9 of Wands here, the strength. So you and your new partner are going to have some strength. But if you're the intuitive one, it's going to be, keep your energy cleansed, keep your energy cleared, and, pray for your person, cleanse their energy. You might want to give them a bracelet with, cleansing stones on it of whatever of your choice. But that's how you're going to overcome this. I'm just going to get one Kuan Yin oracle before we go. Kuan Yin always has beautiful insights for us when we're feeling at our lowest. Divine Mother, what What guidance do you have for the collective regarding this situation? I'll do one more. All right. And we have Call of the Dancing Crane. And that is all about moving through life with its ebbs and flows. It's going to take a lot of grace to do that. And at the bottom, we have Daughter of the Phoenix. That's you rising from these ashes. Okay? So Spirit is saying, you know, stealthily move through all these emotions and all these changes. And you're rising again like the Phoenix. And have discernment. Right there, after that was Sound the Fierce Flute, and that is all about having discernment. You have to know what is your energy and what is not. It's going to be very imperative for you at this time. All right, Call the Dancing Crane. Let me just get the first blurb. Dancing crane moves through waters and muddy marsh with elegance and grace. The mating call and dance of the crane is full of beautiful movement and flow. There are times when the astral waters of our emotional life become stagnant and will benefit from the healing movement, grace, and beauty of the dancing crane. The call of the dancing crane is a reminder that sound can be healing too. This is particularly so when your thoughts, beliefs, and emotional patterns do not support you in living the spiritual destiny you were born to live. So you might want to do, you know, get some music to help you move through this. Start listening to more uplifting music. Yeah, but this is all about, it says Call of the Dancing Crane to stop, Call of the Dancing Crane to stop believing in your own stories, your old habits and patterns, and to realize that they are simply astral conditioning. Exactly. This person is throwing astral warfare. So Spirit is saying be on guard. Know that this is not you, not your person. Try to give, you and your partner need to give each other more grace, especially if you're the one who's knowledgeable about spirituality. It's going to be more incumbent on you to be the one to try to de-escalate situations and just walk away and things like that, and or give them grace, because they may not know, they may not even believe in all of this. But if you do, you're in my collective, for sure you do, you need to know when, oh, this is not even us, this is just energies being thrown at us, and let me step away, let me go meditate. Okay, you might need to meditate, things like that, so that you can move through these energies and not accept these projections and start fighting with your partner. Daughter of the Phoenix says, when the soul is ready to spread its wings, it goes through a deep cleansing, purification, and preparation for new levels of spiritual wisdom, power, and light. Just like the phoenix that is baptized through celestial fire to be born anew, you are going through such a phase of heavenly purification, preparation, and initiation. Yes, purifying from that ex and preparing to be initiated into this union with this other person. This is an advanced phase of soul growth, and soon after, you will enjoy greater spiritual peace, divine power, and advancement on your divine life path. All of this is going to make you stronger. And if you have spiritual gifts, which it says clairvoyance here, it's going to make your spiritual gifts stronger, because you're going to use your discernment and be able to see when things are not you, and you'll be able to know what the projections are. So it's going to make your intuitive gifts stronger. Where was I? Kuan Yin. Yeah, what did I say? Better peace, divine power, advancement on your divine life path. Kuan Yin, daughter of the Phoenix, has been through fire, both physical and heavenly, and has ascended into a position of great spiritual peace, power, and authority. She guides you now to claim your rebirth and ascend. Exactly. Spirit is saying we're trying to pull you up out of these lower vibrational energies, all this sadness and stuff. That's not even you. You're feeling this ex's projections, and whoever they may have actually paid, okay, to send thought projections to you. Because I dang sure saw that and got that with this Page of Earth. Y'all heard me say it when it was coming out. I'm like, this ex is getting on my nerves. Do not fear the challenges. You would not be taking these spiritual exams if you were not ready to live at a higher spiral of consciousness. So this is all happening for your benefit, to make you stronger, make your faith stronger, and make your spiritual gifts stronger. To pass this initiation and benefit from it, we must be prepared to surrender that which needs to be burned away. And that's all these fears and these projections about, you know, whatever this ex is rubbing in your face. Okay? No matter what is presented now, it is an opportunity for you to apply your spiritual values and live your life accordingly. Then the celestial fire will have soon done its work, and you will arise like a glorious phoenix, ready for a new life. And I have had to say this before. I'm like, when you say that you're like a chosen one, a star seed, an earth angel, Spirit has to test that. And this is part of the test right here. Going through this initiation and being able to discern what is me, what is not me. Is this my actual partner? Are we really fighting because we really do feel these types of ways, or are we succumbing to these energies that are being thrown at us? And so Spirit is initiating you into the fire and saying, hey, you say you got these gifts, I believe you. We have to strengthen them up, because you're about to go through this situation with your ex, and you're going to have to use your powers to alchemize all of it. And your person is going to need to do that too. If they're not necessarily spiritual, then you're going to have to, you know, do that in whatever energetic ways that you can help them. All right. That is the message that I have for you all today. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you got something beneficial from it. And I thank you for stopping by this reading. Please remember to like, share with someone who cares, save it to a playlist for future reference, and by all means, subscribe for more wonderful readings and luxurious eye candy such as this. And until next time, have a gorgeous day. Bye.